Okay, today we're practicing skills that we learned last week. So, Dedrin, you weren't here a lot last week, but I want you to try to remember what happened. And Tamai, I'm sure you can really help us. So, Dedrin, please stand and read the first objective.
Students will be able to use information skills.
Inferencing
Skills to determine setting.
Good. Students will be able to use inferencing skills to determine setting. And then Tamaya, what's the next objective for today?
Students will be able to know the difference between
That's a new word, factual. Good. Students will be able to know the difference, it's good teamwork, between a factual question and an inferential question. So, what we need to remind ourselves of is what is inferencing? What is inferencing? Remember, we have hand signals that let us know what inferencing is. Dedrin, do you remember what inferencing is from last week? We had hand signals.
Using the schema already know.
Good.
Find out the clues from the text and find out what the author is saying.
Good job, you guys. So it's using our schema, clues from the text, and then figure out what the author is saying. What is schema? Tamaya. Thank you. Good. Schema is what we already know. Excellent. So we're going to practice our inferencing skills by determining the setting. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry. Inferencing is going to help us do three things. I mentioned it very quickly on Friday. Do you remember the three things that inferencing helps us do? Okay, I'm about to tell you. Inferencing can help you figure out who the character is. All right. Inferencing can help you figure out where the character is at or the setting. And inferencing can also help you figure out how a character feels. All right. So three things: who a character is, where the character is at, or how the character feels. There's three different things that inferencing can help us do. All right. So when I ask you tomorrow, what are the three things inferencing can help us do? What's the one thing you're going to say, Dedrin? Where the character is at. Yep. What's another one? The setting. Yep. And then one more.
The inference.
Inferencing can help us figure out how a character feels. Good. And we'll make notes on that at another time. But today we're going to practice using our inferencing skills to determine the setting. Good. So I need you to get out your inferencing packets, and I need you to turn to the page that says, "Where am I?" Turn to the page that says, "Where am I?" Quickly, Dedrin. Quick. You just had it. I saw you. Good. So for the next 10 minutes, it might take us 15, but we'll shoot for 10 minutes. We're going to get two. We're going to do two problems, but we're going to do number 4 and number 5, okay? We're doing number 4 and number 5. And you should be on the page that says, "Where am I?" And you're doing number 4 and number 5. This is your chance, Dedrin, to make these points up, okay? Number 4, Dedrin, stand and read number 4.
Number 4 is, as we enter a large blast of water hit the windshield, flopping,
Huge flopping.
sponges began to slap at the hood as we slowly moved forward. Soon there were Salisbury
Suds.
salts spilling over the sides. I was glad the windows were rolled up.
Good. As we entered, a large blast of water hit the windshield. Huge flopping sponges began to slap at the hood as we slowly moved forward. Soon they were suds spilling over the sides. I was glad the windows were rolled up. So what we need to do is the same thing that we did on the page before. We have to circle our clues. So I'm going to put circles up here to remind you to circle your clues. And then we need to answer two things. We need to answer where the character is at and how we know. Okay? Where the character is at and how we know. What do we need to write? Good. And then circle our clues. So, where is the character? Raise your hand. Tell me where's the character. Tamaya?
Well, the character is in the column.
Good. The character's in the car wash. Tamaya, how do you know? What is one clue? Hold on. Let Tamaya go. What is one clue that tells us the character is of the car wash?
Because it said the sponge was flopping. And you said that
Wait. The sponge. Good. The sponge is flopping where?
flopping on the hood.
On the hood. The sponge was flopping on the hood. So, Tamaya, you can actually stay standing. So the sponge is flopping on the hood. So she used clues from the text, and she used what she already knows. Tamaya, what do you know about sponges flopping on a hood?
What I know is that if it's flopping, I mean they're doing the cover soap and
Yeah, so she already knows. Have you been in a car wash before, Tamaya? Good. So Tamaya, when she read, what did you read? Huge flopping sponges began to slap the hood. She remembered when she was in a car wash, and that sounds pretty familiar, right? So she thought they were in a car wash. Dedrin, what's another clue that tells you they're in a car wash?
another clue they tell me using this car wash is it said I was glad the windows were rolled up.
Good. Then, Dedrin, I like how you used a whole sentence. You said, another clue that tells me they were in a car wash is, and then you told me, good, you're glad the windows were rolled up. So, in my head, I think, when I go through the car wash, would I want my windows down? No. So I know, okay, he was glad the windows are up, so they might be in a car wash. There's one more clue. One more clue, Tamaya.
One more clue is when they said the large water, the large blast of water is hitting the windshield wiper.
Good.
They said they're moving slow.
Good. Okay, so they said that the car's moving slow. Good teamwork. I'll have to put Dedrin down for teamwork, and then Tamaya down for achievement. Good. So you know that when you move through a car wash, how fast is your car going?
Slow.
Really slow. And also, what hits the windshield?
Yeah.
Water. So it's soap. So you use your schema of going into a car wash, and you said, this text sounds just like a car wash. And so you all have figured out that what? They're in a... Good. So now we need to use our discussion, what we just talked about, and we have to make sentences to describe where they're at and how we know. So what is the first sentence we're going to write?
The first sentence we're going to write is, it says, they're in the car wash.
Good. They're in the car wash. That's your first sentence. So if you don't have that written down, write it down. It would be helpful to do it again. They're in the car wash. Good. So, Dedrin, we have to write where they're at, and then what do we have to write?
How the person is spelling.
Nope. We need to write how we know. So we need to write they're in the car wash, and how do we know? Tamaya, what is a sentence that will clue the reader, clue me reading your work? What will clue me in that you're about to tell me that you know?
I like this because.
Excellent. Dedrin, did you hear that?
Yes.
Tamaya just said, I know this because. That makes me super, super happy because on Friday, or maybe it was even on Thursday, I told you that if you use the words, I know this because, it will clue your reader in to tell the reader that you're about to prove a point. And I'm so glad that you remembered that, Tamaya. So you're going to write, I know this because, stay standing because you'll have to tell me how you know, Tamaya. I know this because, what's one reason you know that they're in a car wash? Good. Because water was hitting the windshield.
And because
Hold on. Because, start writing. Because water was hitting the windshield. Comma, because we're making a list. I know this because water was hitting the windshield. Let Dedrin go. Let's do 3 clues. I know this because water was hitting the windshield.
Hey, I know this because they say the sponge is flopping around.
Good, because sponges are flopping around. So, comma. I know this because water was hitting the windshield, comma. Sponges were flopping around. Sponges were flopping around, comma, and one more clue. Who can give me the last clue? Tamaya?
The last clue is when the girl said the windows open and she said, when the car was moving. Yeah.
Good. So which one do you want to use?
The car was moving.
I would use that one too. And the car was moving slow. We only have 35 seconds. We'll have to give ourselves like 5 minutes. Okay, Dedrin, stand up and read the whole answer to me.
I know it's nice because.
Oh, read your whole answer, like from the very beginning.
They are in the car wash. I know this because water was hitting the windshield and sponges was flopping around the car while I was moving slow.
Good. Did you get comma and the car was moving slow?
No.
Good. But Dedrin, you got everything you needed. You were able to circle your clues. You told me where she was at. And you told me exactly how you knew, and you clued me in that you were about to prove your answer because you said, I know this because. Excellent job, Dedrin. Dedrin, do you see when you sit down and just pay attention, you can do everything we're doing? You see how that works out? Excellent. Doesn't it feel better than Friday? And Thursday? And Wednesday? Yeah. Okay, let's do one more, okay? Well, actually, let's do one more, but let's do it on your own. Tamaya, can you read number 5?
It's so wonderful to be outside, even if only for a little while. All the swings
There you go.
were already taken, and a group was playing football on the diamond.
Casey,
Casey and I did the fire.
what word is that?
Discovered
Decided.
we can do because the teacher called.
Good. It felt wonderful to be outside, even if only for a little while. All the swings were already taken, and the group was playing softball on the diamond. Casey and I decided to use the monkey bars until the teacher called us. So, what you're going to do is circle your clues, and then what are you going to do? Dead drink? And then you're going to tell me where the characters are at. Time out. Author is who writes the story. Characters are who's in the story, okay? We're trying to figure out where the character is. We don't care where the author was when she wrote the book, do we? No. We care about where the characters are at. So tell me again, what's the first thing we're going to do? Good. Tell me where the characters are, and then yeah, use the clues from the text and prove your answer. Prove to me that they are wherever you think they are. You have 3 minutes to do that. Now, don't tell me that they're outside. We know they're outside. That's in the text already. Tell me where outside they are. Go. 3 minutes. Start writing. Good, we just read it. So now you need to circle some clues for your turn.